We'll show you the top 10 anime where the main character has overpowered demon powers. Before we begin, be sure to drop a like and subscribe down below for more anime top 10s, and without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Awaken is canon.
Number 10. Roka, Braves of the Six Flowers. Adapted from the Japanese light novel series written by Ishio Yamagata, Roko no Yusha is another best adventure anime and manga series that follows the OP main character Adlet Mayer, as he, along with 6 heroes, embark upon their destined journey to fight the demon god, intending to meet up with their fellow heroes at a small temple outside of the land of howling demons, the Fiend's domain. However, when they finally unite, 7 heroes are present, and soon the others begin to suspect Adlet to be a fraud. Now on the run, Adlet must utilize his unique skill set and wit in a fight for his life to identify which member of the group is the true imposter before it's too late. Roka, Braves of the Six Flowers is an incredibly enjoyable anime. It's clever. It never feels repetitive. Every episode has its own new content for the watcher to explore through and think. Number 9. Nora, Rise of the Yokai Clan. If you love overpowered and badass anime demon characters, this one will be the perfect anime to pick and watch. This demon anime series follows Rakuo Nura, who appears to be an average middle school student. The series as a whole only really shines through its characters. For one, you have Rakuo, who is a quarter yokai, which means like any shonen anime, there is part of the main character that would make any fan who's into transformations go, wow. No one knows that he comes home every day to a house full of yokai, nor that he transforms into the all-powerful leader of these spirits at night. However, much to the disappointment of many, Rakuo is determined to live life as normally as possible. The plot is rather interesting, as it follows the young master of a powerful yokai clan during his struggles while keeping the peace within the clan, trying to be the leader his grandfather wants him to be, dealing with clans that want to fight him, all the while trying to keep his friends from discovering that yokai exist and that he is the grandson of the former lord of Pandemonium. Number 8. Maoyu, Archenemy and Hero. This is absolutely one of the best, heartwarming demon-human romance anime series you'll ever watch. After a long and treacherous journey, our hero finally arrives at the Dark Lady's castle, only to find himself being asked for help. The hero explains how the war that the demons have brought upon the humans have killed thousands and put more in misery. The Queen of Demons, however, argues that this war has made the human society band together as one, as it showed empirical evidence how it has increased the population, increased production, boosted the economy, and improved society overall. Furthermore, she explains to the hero that ending this war will result in a civil war that will produce more bloodshed than there ever was. The hero, convinced that the only way to bring peace, relatively speaking, is to join forces with the Dark Lady, and agrees to help with her plans. Maoyu, Archenemy and Hero is one of those animes where, although it is enjoyable to watch, there seems to be too many issues to really give it a high recommendation. Maoyu draws you into its grand plot and characters, however, they really fail to develop primarily due to it only being a 12-episode anime. And at number 7, Devilman Crybaby. This 2018 horror demon anime series revolves around demons, monsters, and evil beings who invade the human world. Keep in mind that these devils cannot take form without a living host. However, they can overcome the demon and make its power their own with their strength, becoming a Devilman. Weak and unassuming, Akira Fudo has always had a bleeding heart. So when his childhood friend Ryu Asuka asks for his help in uncovering devils, Akira accepts without hesitation. However, to Akira's surprise, the place they go to is Sabbath, an immoral party of debauchery and degeneracy. Amidst bloodshed and death, demons possess the partiers, turning their bodies into grotesque monsters and begin wreaking havoc. In a reckless attempt to save his best friend, Akira unwittingly merges with the devil Amon and becomes a devil man, gaining the power to defeat the remaining demons. Though it grants him great power, this new partnership awakens an insatiable and primeval part of Akira. Therefore, Akira works alongside Ryu, destroying those that harm humanity and his loved ones. Devilman Crybaby is certainly not suitable for all viewers, but is one of the rare graphic action anime that has an incredible story to back up its fantastic animation. It moves from jaw-dropping to heartbreaking at a moment's notice, but it never strays from being unforgettable. Number 6. Inuyasha. For many anime fans growing up in the early 2000s, Inuyasha was more of a teenage heartthrob than bloodthirsty demon. However, behind that cute smile are vicious fangs ready to seek into anyone who dares stand to oppose him or his mistress Kagome. Wielding his mighty demonic blade, Tessaiga, Inuyasha is able to fend off other demons with ease and challenge Master Sword fighters with aggressive power. With his more primal, demonic powers, he's also gifted with superhuman strength and senses, showing foes what the Inu in his name means with his hound-like rampages. With the added bonuses of being able to weaponize his blood and transform into a full-fledged demon, he's constantly proving why he's one of the most infamous beasts in anime. If I had one thing to say about Inuyasha, it's that it's one of the best shows I've ever watched in my life. Many Saturday mornings, I would wake up early just to watch Inuyasha, as it was the last show showing on Aniplex and thus a bit late into the morning, around 8 AM. I would set an alarm just to wake up to watch it. The story is amazing, character development was executed perfectly, and it's just an all-around amazing series. Honestly, any anime fan should see this series at least once in their life. It's one of those classic anime that is basically a staple in the industry. If you're an anime fan or just starting to get into anime, go watch this show. Number 5. Yu Yu Hakusho, Ghost Files. Yu Yu Hakusho defines everything to love within a shonen anime. It has stoic characters, epic fights, tons of tournaments, and plenty of power moves. Even as its heroes get stronger, it revels in the idea that there's always a stronger beast somewhere in the underworld. However, no one has surpassed the likes of the most powerful demon king of old, Raiden, a demon who embodies the same balance of rage and sincerity as Yosuke, but with a more infamous degree. If he hadn't gone cold turkey on eating humans, Raiden would have outclassed his Demon King peers instead of just being on their level. It has everything right going for it and is a good example of an anime done right. The best part about Yu Yu Hakusho is that it has no filler episodes and gets straight to the point even with 112 episodes. Yu Yu Hakusho is very actiony, supernatural, comedic, and serious and dark when needed. And at number 4, Fairy Tail. Spoiler alert for anyone who has yet to catch up with Fairy Tail. Natsu Dragneel is not only the resurrected little brother of Zareth Dragneel, but he's also designed to be the strongest of the demons in the books of Zareth, a growing monster nurtured to one day kill the Dark Wizard himself. Natsu, of course, already has his monstrously strong Dragon Slayer abilities, which allow him to both manipulate fire as well as consume it, amongst other things, to harness its strength. With his Mage Dragon and demon abilities together, Natsu is capable of becoming a near unstoppable beast. Fairy Tail is one of my favorite long-running shows for many reasons. One, the action is good and well detailed. The comedy is hilarious and used at the right times. And its eye-opening discussions make you love the characters even more. Every time I watched an episode, I would have many different reactions to them. Number 3. How not to summon a demon lord. Nowadays, a season cannot pass without a new isekai anime doing the rounds. Sword Art Online opened the floodgates and the outpour refused to slow down. This trend has produced many solid shows, but the mere mention of an MMORPG can be enough to deflate anyone's enthusiasm. In most ways, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is a standard isekai anime. An otaku with non-existent social skills who spends every waking moment portraying a powerful sorcerer named Diablo in an online game, Sakamoto Takuma suddenly finds himself trapped in a fantasy world due to being summoned by two girls seeking to enslave a demon lord. Stuck in the persona of his overpowered MMORPG character, Diablo accidentally reflects the spell and the girls become his slaves. As they set out to find a way to lift the incantation, Diablo's abilities attract the attention of various other girls and dangerous organizations. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is not devoid of action or drama, but comedy is definitely given precedent. Taking a page from Overlord's book, the humor tends to revolve around the fact that Takuma is essentially a con artist. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is an entertaining mix of fantasy adventures and comedy. The characters all have great personalities, and it's a joy to watch them interact with each other, as well as team up to take down monsters for quests and so forth. At number 2, Beyond the Boundary. Mirai Kuriyama is the sole survivor of a clan of spirit world warriors with the power to employ their blood as weapons. As such, Mirai is tasked with hunting down and killing Yamu, creatures said to be the manifestation of negative human emotions. This anime begins when, one day, while deep in thought on the school roof, Mirai comes across Akihito Kanbara, a rare half-breed of demon in a cute human boy form. In a panicked state, she plunges her blood saber into him only to realize that he's an immortal being. From then on, the two form an impromptu friendship that revolves around Mirai constantly trying to kill Akihito in an effort to boost her own wavering confidence as a spirit world warrior. Eventually, Akihito also manages to convince her to join the literary club, which houses two other powerful spirit world warriors. As the group's bond strengthens, so does the tenacity of the demons around them. However, this anime TV show will soon turn into a fight for survival, as the inevitable release of the most powerful demon approaches. Beyond the Boundary is supposed to be a dark fantasy, but as the show progresses to the middle, the show feels more like a slice of life with a bit of comedy, as opposed to a dark anime. And finally, at number 1, The 7 Deadly Sins. Well, everything in this anime is about demons. The story depicts the feared yet revered Holy Knights of Britannia, who use the immensely powerful magic to protect the region of Britannia and its kingdoms. However, a small subset of the knights supposedly betrayed their homeland and turned their blades against their comrades in an attempt to overthrow the ruler of Lyoness. They were defeated by the Holy Knights, but rumors continued to persist that these legendary knights, called the 7 Deadly Sins, were still alive. 10 years later, the Holy Knights themselves staged a coup d'etat, and thus became the new, tyrannical rulers of the Kingdom of Lyoness. Nanatsu no Taizai is an anime series that follows the adventures of Elizabeth, the third princess of Lyoness, and her search for Meliodas, the overpowered main character with demon powers. So, with his help, she will not only take back her kingdom from the Holy Knights, but also seek justice in an unjust world. There's good animation, good scenery, and nice action to top it all off. The characters are well done, though they're not anything groundbreaking for animes in general. 7 Deadly Sins is a solid watch, and you should probably check it out whenever you can. After all, it is on Netflix,